Sup, Eli Hodep? How you doing, man?
Hey, what's up?
Not much. Big Wednesday for once. A really big Wednesday.
And nice that the App Store is unfreezing itself.
Yeah, finally, after like 4 or 5 weeks. So we got Temple Run 2 tonight, which we're going to cover for you. Eye holes later on. And this game, Final Fantasy. Active Time Battle. Brand new game. Maybe. Probably. I don't know. Word on the street is that this is actually a remake of a older Japanese smartphone game, but I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of these Square games, like people that know them, are like, oh, well, this is some J2ME game from 1993.
Right.
Oh, okay.
So here's this game's deal. This is like almost a pure distillation of like Final Fantasy combat. In the game, you control up to 30 characters at once.
I don't even understand what's happening.
Yeah, so what you're doing is you're tapping and swiping on the screen to pick all these dudes to fight at once. You don't actually target anyone, you don't do anything like that, you just swipe them and they auto-attack. And each time an enemy hits you, it's a one-hit kill. So you lose one of these dudes. So you have 24
you're just
25.
furiously swiping here and just hoping something happens?
Yeah, I'm doing like a circle gesture, actually, because it's a little bit easier. Not a lot of strategy. The game focuses more on raw numbers. Then because you can't trigger, you can't pop special attacks, you can't do anything other than just this basic melee with heroes.
I'm missing something. This seems kind of stupid.
You know what? It's I think it's all about that like loot grind aspect. The thing people love so much about Diablo. If you remove, I'm gonna get in trouble for this. Never mind. I take it all back. I never said Diablo. I never said it. But it is kind of stupid. You're right. I kind of like it, though. It's weird. I don't know if that's the nostalgia or not.
I mean, like, I guess what I like about Final Fantasy games is, like, the strategy of, like, all right, well, I have enough MP to, when you calculate how many spells you can do, like, how many turns you think you can go before you need to heal.
Right.
All that. This is just, like, if you remove all strategy from the battles.
Yep.
And instead replaced it with frantic swiping.
Yeah, go nuts. Yeah. There's a couple of, like, it's been mobilized as well. So, I mean, not only is this not your traditional Final Fantasy, it's also a very mobile Final Fantasy. In the game, like, if you lose characters, there's also a timer for that as well, right? And you can buy an hourglass to restore every character that you lost instantaneously.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, you get 3 to start out with.
It just seems like it's distilled to the point of almost being like I don't know, like satire upon itself. Like self-parody, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. Like, I'm not willing to kind of throw it under the bus quite yet, although I totally understand anybody who would. Like, I get that. I don't know, there's something about it. Like, it's not necessarily the action for me, it's the grinding aspect, because obviously as you play, you get experience points and stuff like that. You get loot that auto-equips, and it's kind of like, unlocking these new characters and stuff. Really just simple things, for some reason, are kind of sparking me to keep playing.
But, like, I mean, see, this is coming from someone that has never felt the drive of, like, grinding to collect that rare thing or whatever.
Right, yeah.
Like, if something isn't available to me through, like, the natural story progression of a game, like, I won't do it. Like,
yeah, I can see that.
I just don't care enough. I mean, like I have tons of friends that grinded Borderlands forever to get, the orange items and stuff, and I was just like, hey, I got perps. This is good enough.
Yeah.
I'm satisfied with this game. I beat it. I'm done.
Yeah, and I can see totally why this game wouldn't click with you then, for sure. Especially, too, I mean, I don't know if you hold Final Fantasy in that high regard, maybe, right?
I mean, yeah, not necessarily, but...
Yeah.
I mean, this to me almost feels like how in the movie Idiocracy, how everything was boiled down to like its absolute like stupidest most mindless core.
Right. Yeah.
Like that kind of that's kind of what this reminds me of.
I can totally see that.
Like,
brother.
hey, you like particle effects and lots of numbers? We got a game for you. All you gotta do is lick your screen and all your guys activate.
There's also another mechanic actually on the mobile front where you can buy famous characters from other games, named characters like, say, Cloud from Final Fantasy VII. But the thing is, you pay 99 cents, I think it's 99 cents, to unlock a random character. So you might get Cloud.
Yeah.
You might get somebody else.
There's actually been some drama regarding those prize wheel mechanics.
Really?
Yeah, in regards to like the legalities of them,
Oh,
whether or
yeah.
not, like you remember that. I think
Yeah.
we may have covered something about how like someone was trying to block that as like in-game gambling or whatever.
Yeah, I think the Japanese government was at some
Yeah.
point. Yeah.
Because I feel like a lot of those Asian free-to-play games lean heavily on a prize wheel mechanic,
Right. And that's
where
all they
you
are.
can spend $100 spinning this freaking wheel and not get the dude that you want.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. It's pretty gross. This is the first two-stage boss fight in the game. So
How do you control which dude your dudes attack? They just go to whoever?
Yeah, they just go to whoever, which is a big problem with me. Like I don't like that at all. Because like every boss, like no matter what it is, it's a one-hit kill. So if you could just at least target one boss and take him off the screen, that's half as many kills as the other boss, or I mean as the collective fight will net you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know, dude. This seems really dumb to me.
I can totally see that, brother. I can totally see that.
I'm sure I'm gonna make someone mad by saying that, but I mean, this is a complete opposite of the kind of game I like.
Yeah. There you go, just used an hourglass.
I assume that's another free-to-play element.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah. Quite a bit going on here.
See, I think a game like this could be so interesting if like you take a game like Battleheart or something like that, which is it hinges entirely around these like really unique boss fights, right? Or I guess not entirely, but that's like definitely the crux of the game.
Yeah.
And I feel like you could do something similar like that with Final Fantasy, where it's nothing but those random battles, which are like the core of the game, designed around each battle lasting like 30 seconds or something like that. I mean, kind of similar to this, but have it actually be like sort of a puzzle, like figuring out what this dude is weak to, and like like, hey, you have 5 turns before your guys are dead. Like figure out what order you're going to do your stuff. And
Have you ever played 1 Minute Hero?
yeah, I like 1 Minute Hero a lot.
Yeah, that's what you kind of remind me of. I love that game. It was fantastic. That's how you do
And
it.
the Fastar, I don't remember the name of the developer, but that was kind of similar in that like you built up your dude,
Oh, really? I've never played that one.
did something. Yeah, I don't know. This is silly.
This is, I think, the 4th level, maybe? World-ish kind of thing. Oh, you can also buy new environments, too. So if you want to go to Midgar, it's like $7 or something.
Could there be strategy in this? Like if you weren't just swiping wildly and instead were like activating all your casters or whatever? I mean, like,
Here's the thing, like, word on the street also is that certain characters do combos together when they're all activated, but the game moves so darn fast that I just can't tell. I just can't tell what's going on. So I just swipe in circles and go nuts. Whoops.
ooh.
Whoops.
Another cool way that this game could have gone is like some kind of match 3 mechanic where I matched my 3 fighters, they just didn't attack.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be
Kind
cool.
of
That'd be a cool route, too.
I don't know. I just like the problem is there's so much potential in like things they could have done to make this really cool.
Man, you're gonna get some hate, Eli Hodap. You're gonna get it.
I'm used to it.
You're
People
gonna
don't
get
like
it.
me very much on the internet as is.
You're gonna get it on the YouTube.
It's another couple people.
You know, one thing about this game, I have like a lot of gil right now. I have no idea how to use that. I don't think you can. I think it's just there. I think it's just a number. You figure after, an hour or so playing a video game, you'd at least learn how to spend money.
Yeah. Oh, so I was playing in the realm. The numbers are moving so fast. This is dumb. I was playing Final Fantasy IV on my iPad Mini because it's such a good port, and I liked that game so much when it was on the Super Nintendo. But that's such a good example of a game that I feel like time has passed it by almost.
Yeah.
Like those old Final Fantasy games are kind of fun when you play them in an emulator at like 10x speed.
Yeah, that's the way to play them, especially when you're grinding.
Yeah, but man, Final Fantasy IV, when you're like, going through the caves and stuff, and your dude is just moving so slow.
Yeah, it's brutal.
And I just look at games like that as like all this wasted time between like things popping up that I don't need to see, and I'm just like, when I play that game, I'm just tapping the screen so fast and like nothing's happening.
Right.
Now, I don't know if I've become more impatient as I've gotten older, or like,
I think games have gotten better about
Maybe.
that kind of stuff,
Man, I remember playing like the Final Fantasy IV and Final Fantasy VI on my Super Nintendo, and like playing through them multiple times. I liked them so much.
Right. You know a game that hasn't lost its luster?
What?
Earthbound.
I never played that.
Dude, you gotta play that. That's an amazing game.
Yeah.
Favorite game of all time. Outside of Far Cry 2.
I don't have a good platform that I would play it on, is the thing.
Yeah, I guess so. Use another hourglass. It's my last one. Now I gotta
I've heard
start paying for them.
that Earthbound fan translation sequel is pretty good.
Yeah, Mother 3, yeah, it's fantastic. It's fantastic. It's real easy to get to. I think it's on starmen.net. Just go over there, grab it. I guess you can do some ROM shenanigans with your Mother 3 cart if you have
I don't
one.
know. I've fallen so out of that whole scene that like when I see stuff like that, I'm just like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah. No, I actually did it. I have such a fondness for Earthbound. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna learn how to do this because I need to do this. So that's the way it goes. But this Final Fantasy Active Time Battle, it's gonna come out with a
All the Bravest. It's All the Bravest.
Oh man, I'm sorry. All the Bravest. Wow, I said that wrong the entire way through, didn't I?
Oh well.
Oh
if it
man.
looks cool, check it out. If you like Final Fantasy.
If you like video games, this is a video game.